Once in a while, a proof comes along from a flat earther which they think is a slam dunk. Today, we're going to look at one of those from YouTuber Chad Preston Official, who thinks that a world record is evidence for a flat earth. Could it be? Hello all and welcome along to another episode of Flat Earth Friday with me, Simon Dan. Thank you very much for joining me. Before we begin today, a big shout out to the sponsors of today's video, Blinkist. In today's age of social media that has convenient and time-consuming content, it can be difficult to sit down and learn something new. Blinkist is an app that I highly recommend to combat this, with over 3,000 non-fiction titles all condensed into tiny 15-minute sittings. You can read these books or listen to them in podcast style and even access them offline. Two books that I'd recommend that would be on the top of my list are The Greatest Show on Earth by Richard Dawkins, a beautiful look on evolution, and the quite magnificent Cosmos by the late great Carl Sagan. The first 100 people that go to blinkist.com/SimonDan can get unlimited access for 7 days to try it out, and then after that they get 25% off a full membership. This 7-day trial, by the way, is completely free and you can cancel at any time. Remember, blinkist.com/SimonDan to start learning today. Right, back to today's video from Chad Preston Official, which by the way was voted for by my patrons in the monthly poll. If you want an opportunity to vote on a video for me to take a look at, then I'll leave the link in the description for my Patreon. So Chad, this world record you're talking about, why don't you fill us all in?
Hey, it's Nick here. I got an interesting comment on one of my videos about 11 hours ago from a user who calls himself Joe Mama. He writes this: here's a real world flat earth proof. Exalt Wireless has a product called Explore Air, which is a line of sight microwave transmission platform.
Interesting. Let's hear him out.
I'll put his full comment below the video, but he writes, this product is a line of sight microwave link, which is basically a straight line over water, the Mediterranean Sea, to a receiver on the other end about 150 miles away. There should be 3 miles of curvature, but this line of sight connection is mounted at less than 50 feet on both ends.
50 foot at both ends? Okay, continue.
He writes, I spoke to them today to confirm this and didn't bring up the reason why. I told them I was just impressed with their accomplishment, wanted to learn more about the equipment and the installation. It is as advertised. A straight line over 235 kilometers of water, that's about 146 miles, point to point, no repeaters. So if you want to check it out, go to www.exaltcom.com. This is their website. And then I found the original article that the gentleman posted about. It says that they believe they did a record-breaking 235 kilometers over water. Now, why would they do it over water?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe because there's nothing there that can get in the way of the signal?
Well, if you ask me, it's because water is always level. If you've watched any other videos on this channel, you know that the reason why I believe the Earth is not a globe is because water always seeks its own level.
Literally the worst flat earth proof out there. I think I see where this one's going.
This is another article just to confirm. Its Explore Air LR 7 gigahertz microwave system achieved a connection with an access point that was located 235 kilometers, about 146 miles away. And what I found interesting is looking into microwave transmissions is I found an article talking about the science of how it works. And they have a simple diagram that shows the transmission, the antenna that it runs through, and then the receiving side, then the receiving end of the transmission. But what I thought was interesting was this portion here. Between the link's antennas lies another vital element of the microwave link: the path taken by the signal through the Earth's atmosphere. A clear path is critical to microwave link success. Why? Since microwaves travel in essentially straight lines.
See, there's your answer why they do it over water. Nothing can get in its way.
Man-made obstacles, including possible future construction that might block the signal, must either be overcome by a tall antenna structures or avoided altogether. Microwave transmissions travel in straight lines. Why is that important? Well, if you go to metabunk.org, they have a curvature calculator.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the calculator.
Where we can put in some of the variables. First, the distance that they did this transmission was about 146 miles. According to the comment on the channel, the spokesperson for the company said that it was no greater than 50 feet in elevation.
Ah, yes. Now, is that just the towers that they're sat on, or does that include the elevation of the land that they're sat on as well? The reason I ask is because the two towers are in Cyprus and Lebanon. Looking at a topographic map, we can clearly see that even with antennas at ground level, you could have a line of sight quite easily. And since we have no information at all regarding the location of the two towers, then you absolutely cannot say that there is no line of sight.
So let's assume that it maxed out at 50 feet. What it tells us here is that there should be a bulge between the first antenna and the receiver that's 3,500 feet high. And more importantly, from the transmitting antenna to the receiving antenna, there should be a drop of 2.7 miles.
Again, all irrelevant unless we get the exact locations of the two towers. If we can do that, then we can judge whether or not they're high enough for a line of sight.
Miles. Now this website gives you a nice visual of what this would look like. So this would be the transmission tower that they set up on Cyprus, and they broadcast in straight lines. But according to a globe Earth theory, they would hit the horizon right about here. And the antenna on the receiving side would be 2.7 miles below the visible horizon.
Yes, we get it, but you're basing all of that on unconfirmed numbers.
And the bulge here in the middle, if you remember, would be about 3,500 feet that would have to be overcome. So the transmission of a microwave signal on a globe is absolutely impossible.
Except it's not, because even if there wasn't a line of sight, you aren't factoring in tropospheric scattering. Radio microwaves can be scattered by Earth's troposphere, which essentially increases the possible distance that two antennae can communicate with.
This is what I believe truly happened. We have a body of water which is level because water always seeks its own level. And then we have two islands. We have the island of Cyprus represented on the left, and then Lebanon on the right.
Two islands? Does someone want to tell Chad here that Lebanon isn't an island?
They set up two towers, which the spokesperson confirmed were no greater than 50 feet in height.
But they didn't confirm the location. You cannot say for sure that those two towers were right down on the coast.
On the coastline of both shores, I should say. And then they transmitted a signal, a total distance of 146 miles. That is only possible over a level body of water.
If that truly is the case, then why is the world record only 146 miles? If the Earth really was flat, then surely 1,000 miles plus would be easy.
I know it seems hard to believe, but just about everything we have been taught and we think we know is a lie.
Well, the entirety of your video is all a lie, which means everything you said about everything being a lie is also a lie. So, yeah, I'm sure all the flat earthers would be delighted for this to be good evidence. Unfortunately, without knowing all the information, then it's nothing like that at all. And like I said, where are all the 1,000 mile plus microwave signals? What a Flat Earth Friday that was. Busting their favourite proofs, their slam dunk proofs open is a favourite pastime of mine. If you enjoyed it, like I did, then please do like and subscribe. It'd be thoroughly appreciated. Just enough time again to thank Blinkist for sponsoring today's video. Remember, visit blinkist.com/SimonDan to start learning today. Thank you all very much for watching. I have been Simon Dan. Have yourselves a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday for some more tinfoil fun. See you then.